Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2022 full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Gemini and take a look at what is going on around this full moon on September 10th in the sign of Pisces. So just a friendly reminder, Gemini, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Gemini, this full moon in the sign of Pisces lands in your 10th house of career, ambition, technology, leadership. So it's a perfect time for you to grow on a financial, material, or also health. Health is coming up for you as well. So it's a very good time for you to make and set new health goals, especially if your health is being affected by your career. So again, please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We have Virgo energy, we have Aquarius, and we also have Sagittarius. Now, Gemini, you may have these placements in your chart. You could be dealing with others who have these placements, or you are just embodying the energies all together. We have Virgo energy. Trust all will be well. Yes, especially when it does come to your finances. There may be a little bit of maybe fear regarding your path forward. There could be a little bit of resistance to some change coming in here for you, but ultimately I do see success. I do see transformation. If you've been going through some ups and downs with your financial matters, with your health, with your relationships, I do sense that things are going to smooth out in the month of September a little more so than they have in the past. Now, Aquarius, yes, open up to change, which we just kind of talked about, that transformational shift happening for you in the month of September. So there is going to be a positive change when it comes to, again, it could be your career, it could be your ambition. I do sense that you're stepping up here. You're stepping up, speaking your world into being. If some of you are wanting a new job, if you're wanting a raise, if you're wanting to put your business out there, try new ideas, get creative. I feel like you may be partnering up with other people as well, Gemini. Some of you are really set in stone with some sort of a hustle. You have a main goal is what I am sensing here. So perhaps your goal is to get really fit. Perhaps your goal is to purchase or buy a new home or a vehicle. Your goals could be maybe by the end of the year, you had wanted to save a certain amount. Whatever your goals are, Gemini, I feel like you're re-examining where you're at in the month of September, and it almost gives you this new hit of ambition. It gives you a new trajectory here of how you can achieve your goals sooner rather than later here. So open up to change because you're channeling some really powerful energies this month. I feel like you're highly intuitive. And even though Mercury will be going retrograde on the 9th of September in the sign of Libra, that can at times affect relationships, it can affect technology, and when the 10th house for you is highlighted, it can be an issue with communication and technology, but I sense that you are intuitively aware of this and you will be planning and you'll be able to move forward and coast through it. So that's what I'm sensing here for you with the trust all will be well. So even though Gemini, I feel like this retrograde and this moon may affect you, I actually feel like it's going to affect you in a positive way because it's almost as if the planetary alignments are that trajectory that gets you motivated even more. And I feel like you're already motivated here, but it's a new sense of motivation. It's a new sense of determination and inspiration is what I'm feeling here for you. Practicing gratitude, Sagittarian energy. Yeah, this is December energy with Sagittarius. So I feel by the end of the year, And what I've been getting from Spirit lately during these readings, especially the September monthly readings, if you haven't checked out yet, I definitely suggest checking out, because even though they were for September, Spirit was guiding me next 4 months, next 4 months. So I do feel like whatever you're doing now in September, it's going to flow into December, and it may actually increase, enhance, or multiply your finances. So you're definitely going to want to be practicing gratitude, Gemini, because there could be new partnerships, there could be new communications showing up for you. I do feel some of you may be relocating, moving a business, or starting something online as well. If you're waiting for that communication, it may be a little bit delayed with retrograde, but I feel you know in your soul that it's coming. Also, make sure to check your spam folders as well. Also, give yourself a little bit of time to go through emails or to check your phone or your client list or anything of that nature in the morning. Make sure that you are preparing yourself is what I am sensing here. So let's dive into your energy. Around this full moon, we'll take a look at what you'll be manifesting, your untapped and gifts and greatest strengths. We'll get messages from Spirit along with action steps you can take to continue moving forward. So what do we have here? King of Voices, Gemini, there you are. We have the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. So yes, change, choices, decisions. So I like this showing up for you. So we're not just doing a career reading, even though that 10th house is highlighted. This can be ambition, again, in your health, in your relationships, stepping up and taking the lead, speaking again your world into being. But the King of Swords energy, which this is you, Gemini. This is about you being very intelligent, very logical, very experienced. Now, it doesn't matter if you're female or male. You're just embodying the masculine energy of the King of Swords here. And he's a go-getter. He's very action-oriented as well, but he's clever. He does think about things before he takes his next move. And that's what I was sensing here in the beginning for you. So it's not that you're just immediately moving into something and wanting to maybe play games or just say, hey, this may work. There's been a lot of thinking. There's been a lot of preparation here. And there's been a lot of knowledge put into a situation. Now, some of you, if you've been dealing with legal issues or if you've been dealing with the law or something of that nature, I feel like you're moving forward triumphantly as well. Trust all will be well here. So King of Swords, again, he's not interested in playing games. He wants to move forward and climb to the top. People go to him for advice. People go to him because he's not going to sugarcoat things. He's going to tell people what they need to know. And I feel like this is you stepping up, taking the lead. Even if you work for someone else, your voice will be heard this month. I feel like you have a lot of power is what I'm getting here for you. You have a lot of skills, Gemini. You have a lot of talents, and other people do look up to you, even if you are at times the underdog, or if you work in a career where maybe people don't necessarily, or should they go to you first? I feel like they do anyway. Even if you may be the middleman that gets the pay, or even again, if you're the underdog, I feel like because you have such skills and talents that people do ask you for questions or how to do something or what you think on a situation here. Now, we also have the Hierophant. For some of you, this could be marriage. It could be learning institutions. It could be high-level commitments, not just to yourself, Gemini, but to the things that you're putting out into the universe here. When this Hierophant shows up, this is about divine guidance. This is Taurian energy where you are teaching others, but you're also learning. There's that equal give and take. Now, this can be about you questioning your beliefs, your morals, your traditions. And some of you may have been in an institution, or you may have been in a career or a relationship where you really had to question. You had to really say, is this relationship, is this what I'm aligned with? Is this what my beliefs represent? Am I standing in my integrity by following my heart here? I feel like you've been really thinking about some life questions, especially around this Mercury retrograde. You may be reevaluating your path, especially when it does come to your career and your relationships, Gemini. And you may be wanting to commit more of yourself to a certain person, place, or thing. You may also want to dive into the spiritual side a little bit more as well. Gemini, you know that you're being divinely guided. And I feel like a lot of you may be, again, sitting around and kind of looking at the opportunities that are around you with this Hierophant, because the next card is the Seven of Emotions. And you can see here that she's looking into the water, and there's plenty of koi fish, goldfish, or even betta fish I see here, and she's deciding, she's contemplating. So you may be contemplating this month between a couple of different job opportunities or career opportunities. This could be even between relationships. Now, it doesn't have to just be intimate. This could be relationships with friends, with family members, with your children, your parents. So I'm sensing that whatever you have been kind of fantasizing about or feeling like you had too many options or even a little bit overwhelmed, I am sensing here, Gemini, that you're opening up to change because you are making decisions that are going to affect you long term. And I do sense that some of you are saving up for your stability, whatever that looks like for you. Now, again, it could be a vehicle, it could be a home, or it could be you wanting to just start over in a new chapter of your life. And we do have the Justice card showing up here, Libran energy. Again, very fortuitous if you are dealing with legal situations or if you're just dealing with a karmic cycle. Some of us don't realize that we have to go through certain karmic cycles in our lifetime. But the good news is our soul advances and we can speed up the lessons, the cycles, if we don't repeat them because we've learned the lesson. And I don't sense that you want to keep repeating something that was challenging or difficult for you. You want balance. You want fairness. This Justice energy is very, very powerful coming up for you. Now, this is what you're focusing on manifesting around this full moon energy here. This is about good balance, good karma here for the work that you've put out there. You're going to be equally compensated here. There's equality, there's fairness, there's truth. Some of you may be dealing with another air sign as well. It could be a Libra. If you have been with someone here, now whether it's a boss, whether it's a family member, or an intimate lover or partner here, I do feel like there's a relationship where there's more balance coming in. For others of you, I'm just sensing that if you felt things were not fair in your career, or if you've had to try really, really, really hard for your health to change, I sense that things are starting to, it seems again as if they kind of have a backspin. They're showing me the crab at this time, where the crab kind of goes from side to side, but at times we think that the crab, we may be taking a few steps backwards, but again, we're just taking a sideways approach or a side step to a situation so we can view it from a new point of view. So you're going to focus on bringing more balance into your life, Gemini. I like this. Let's take a look at your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths. So untapped means that you haven't quite fully integrated this gift that you have here, but you're working on it. So let's just take a look. What's the untapped gift here? There it is, Page of Voices. To learn all that you can about either a lesson, a life lesson, a pattern, a soul cycle, or a karmic cycle. For others of you, this is about continuing to do the research. This could be learning about yourself, reading self-help. It could be learning about a relationship. And sometimes these take a lifetime. It doesn't mean that you have to figure it out in a month or in a year or even 10 years, Gemini, because your greatest strength here is to use your brilliance, your mind, but also to lead with the heart. When the Page of Voice shows up, your untapped gifts is that you can open your eyes to see things from a different perspective, that you can integrate your heart and your logical or analytical mind as well. And the pages can be very curious. They can be very inquisitive. But what I would say here for you is sometimes maybe you don't want to see beyond, or sometimes you don't really want to put in too much research or too much effort or go deeper. Thank you, Spirit. But it's time for you to go deeper, Gemini. And this is your untapped gift is to really discover everything about, now it could be a career, it could be a person, it could be even yourself, because I'm just getting the energy of discovery, of brilliance, of turning your life around, because knowledge is power. So whatever area of your life, find out everything about it the best that you can, and then some, because your mind is like a sponge, and the more that we exercise it, or the more that we tell ourselves, whether it's a new belief, a new pattern, this can be about you eliminating limiting beliefs as well, or reprogramming your thinking to be more of that of success, especially if you've been through a scarcity mindset, or you've thought to yourself, money is power, money is the only way up out of a situation. You may be wanting to bring more emotional wealth into your situation. Now, your greatest strength, 10 of Swords, to let go in this lifetime. And I know some of you are saying, Melissa, that's my life purpose or my life theme. I feel like I'm always letting something go. But Gemini, you're actually able to adapt. One of your greatest strengths here is adaptability, is to embrace and open up to this change, because I feel like they're showing me the chameleon. It's almost like you can adapt to any situation, and it doesn't mean that any loss or any endings are going to be any less hard for you, but I sense that you've learned different cycles and you've learned to adapt to situations here. So what I like showing up with this 10 of Swords is you're going to take the endings as graceful. You're going to find the silver linings, whether it was a relationship that you were in or are in currently, that you've decided needs to kind of move into a different energy for you, a new beginning, whether it is a job that you are transferring from one to another. There's a sense of grace, as in, let's say some of you are getting a new job here, or you're building up a business. You recognize that you did the best you can with what you had, and it's time to step into a new you, or a new skin, so to speak here. So the 10 of Swords is about you saying, yes, I'm saying goodbye to this chapter. Thank you for teaching me what I needed to know at that time. But now I'm moving into the next thing. And that's what I see happening for you here. But stay open, stay curious. I like this. Now let's dive in and see what messages your spiritual team, so your angels, your guides, your loved ones, your pets. Let's see who has messages for you. We have fun, which I really like here. They're giving me the name. Now it could be the name, it could just be the word, or maybe somebody sees this as I say it, joy. Joy. Now there could be, again, I'm feeling it could be someone's name here, but I feel like they are saying, bring that playfulness to the mix, because that is your untapped gift. Be more playful, be more open, stay excited, stay curious. Because as young children, we're always out looking for new things. We can find, a worm in the dirt and sit there and play with it forever. We can climb trees. There's so many things to do as a child. Stay curious and keep that inner child alive is what I'm sensing here for you. You also have ancestral wisdom, so your ancestors definitely coming through quite strong. And we have love. So Gemini, it says, stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Yes. This is about you healing that inner child as well, Gemini. If you've been dealing with any inner child or inner trauma, or if you tend to be a workaholic at times, or you're shuffling quite a few different things in your life, whether it is more than one job, or perhaps you are dealing with, being the breadwinner, being the one that takes care of the laundry, the food, the kids, everything. Just schedule a little more time in. They're actually showing me outdoor energy, where maybe you decide to go to, if you're in a location that has an apple orchard or a pumpkin patch, or if you're able to be able to go to a fair or walk around with cotton candy, or if there could be, they're showing me costumes, people walking around in costumes. So this could be maybe even such as like a Renaissance fair or something of that nature I see coming in for you in September. There could also be some sort of Oktoberfest that you may be looking towards or wanting to go towards here. Now, I think that would be in October, but maybe there's some that show up in September. We also have ancestral wisdom, Gemini. It says, we are your ancestors and we love you. We walk the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve. And I just got full body goosebumps here where I'm sensing that some of you are breaking that ancestral cycle. Maybe some of you are parenting in a different way. Some of you are ending a pattern that's been going on for generations here. Especially with this justice card. You have a choice. You have the say whether you want it to end here with you or it's something to maybe pass down. But I'm sensing that you really want to heal something that has been difficult. And that could be what you're discovering. Some of you may be actually doing research into your family tree, or you may be doing research into your own background, where you come from, who you are, where you belong. Things of that nature is kind of what I'm sensing here for you as well. We also have love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While your love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. So Gemini, some of you at times, especially being that air sign and being that King of Swords, you're very intelligent, but sometimes we can seem a little aloof or a little cold. I'm an air sign as well. And it's just about making sure that you are speaking with kindness and that you are opening your heart up to compassion, because you can be very intelligent. You can also be very intuitive and keep that heart open and blend the both of them. And I feel like you certainly are, Gemini, but knowing that you are love and you are loved is going to be very important. Now, some of you have lost loved ones that may have played music, may have played the piano. There could have been someone that played a harmonica or even a guitar here, whether it was a grandparent, whether it was a sibling, or whether it was a close friend of yours. They're just showing me music coming from that heart chakra. Some of you may have recently heard a song, or you may have a specific song that you keep hearing that really stirs up some emotions in the heart. So very powerful energy coming in here, Gemini, for you. Let's take a look at what your soul really wants you to pay attention to at this time. And I always recommend either pausing the video so you can take notes and write this down, because I do suggest asking yourself this, not just this one time, but throughout the month of September. And it says here, Gemini, what do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we must first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it, we can then release what no longer serves us. Hello, Ten of Swords, Gemini. Yes, this is your gift. This is your greatest strength, for you to actually feel these emotions that sometimes in this lifetime you may hang on to more than usual. And it says, today's soul action. Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. Some of you may have been suppressing some energies here, whether it was anger, whether it was happiness, whether it was joy, because you tend to either jump from certain situations that tend to either numb us or keep us busy or keep us focused on that big goal, when we don't always have time just to sit with our feelings and heal situations and allow ourselves just to be in the moment here. All right, let's take a look, Gemini, and see how you've grown. How have you grown here during this moon cycle, or even in the last few weeks, few months, few years? What does Gemini need to know? One more, please, for how they have grown. Thank you. Oh, wow. Yes, you have the 10 of Wands showing up and the 7 of Materials. So you have double 10s and 7s showing up here again. And the 7 of Pentacles, your patience has grown, Gemini. You've actually gained a lot of patience in this lifetime, but this is about assessing and evaluating how far you've come, your challenges, your accomplishments, what has worked for you, what has not, what you want to continue doing, and how to move forward here in your life. Some of you have had to start over, had to start from scratch. But the Seven of Pentacles is about you coming close to a really big harvest in your life. And that's kind of what I'm sensing here, especially with the Justice card and with this ending showing up for you. Now, it could be some sort of harvest towards the end of the year. It could be December, where you've put in a lot. 10 of Wands is saying you've worked really hard for either compensation or for a business or in a relationship here. The 10 of Wands is about taking on a lot. And at times you feel physically exhausted. At times you need to bring in others, Gemini, to lighten the load. But you've also realized you've had to be very patient with others in your life, because the 10 of Wands can also come across at times as that Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It personality, where we want to either do it our way because that's could be it gets done better, or we feel it's the right way. And I feel like you've learned to be patient. Instead of your child washing the dishes and you saying, well, don't worry about it, I got it, I'll get them done clean. And now you've kind of learned how to stand back and watch. Even if you still see some food on that dish, you're trying not to necessarily micromanage, or you're trying not to control the situation as much. And I feel like you're releasing and you're letting things go. And that's what this 10 of Swords is all about for you as well. Not hanging on to maybe the little things can help you not hang on so much to those big things. So you've definitely come a long way here, I feel, with the 10 of Wands. That is coming a long way. And after that 10 comes that new beginning here. So take charge, take note that things are going to start to speed up here in a positive way. Let's see what steps you can take, Gemini, to continue growing on your path. What steps can Gemini take here? Ace of Voices. There it is. Beautiful. There's that new beginning we just talked about here. This is a brand new understanding, a moment of clarity, a moment of truth and logic, finding solutions to any challenges that maybe have kept you a little bit stuck or kept you feeling like you couldn't cut through a barrier here. These are light bulb moments. Do pay attention again to the communication that shows up, especially over retrograde, and pay attention to the way that you speak your world into being. But ultimately, you're wise. Gemini, you have the owl here, and this is about wisdom. It's about clarity. And I feel like you may be turning your back to things that just aren't serving your higher purpose. And in order for you to continue evolving here on Earth, continue looking at things with that new understanding, finding clarity, even if it's through the research that you do here with the Page of Swords. And last but not least, expect some sort of communication, Gemini. You have message in a bottle. So I do sense that there may be some unexpected news coming your way. Some of you might find out about, it could be a new job opportunity. Retrogrades can certainly bring people in from the past, whether it is, an ex, or whether it's a family member, or some of you may find emotions, triggers, or healing that you thought you've done, or maybe you've set to the side. Take a look at those feelings, just like that Soul Truth card says. Don't resist feeling a certain way here. Take note so you can heal it. For others of you, this is very good news that will help you on your soul's journey. So Gemini, a very powerful month for you. I certainly hope this helps. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. I look forward to next time. Lots of love.